Thank you very much, Mr. President. Yes. Ni hao.
Ni hao.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm very, very happy to be here. For me, it's first time in Taiwan to participate the APEC debate forum to share experience, idea to develop technical and vocational education and training in our country. So, first, I'd like to talk about ASEAN. Vietnam member of ASEAN. And ASEAN, we have 10 member states. Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, Malaysia, Cambodia, Singapore, Indonesia, Philippines, Brunei, and East Timor. And we have about 600 million inhabitants as people. And now our region is the world's fastest growing region. And you see Taiwan is not so far from ASEAN country, neighbor. Actually, for me, from Hanoi to Ho Chi Minh City, it's also the same distance from Hanoi to Taipei, about 2 hours flying. And the very important is next step of integration is next year. We have ASEAN Economic Community. That means we have free movement of goods, service, investment, labor, and also free flow of capital. That is really very good condition to develop our region. Also for the labor, for a neighbor country. And now I would like to talk about Vietnam. Our land, we have 331,000 square kilometers with population about 90 million people. And in this is about 60% under the age of 40 years old. That means young population. With growth rate of population 1.2%. That means we have per year about 1 million people more. And also the same number children go to the school. And our urban population is about 33%. And life expectancy is 74.2 years. And literacy rate is 92% now. And you can see some picture about country from Hanoi, Ha Long Bay, Mekong Delta in the south, the Vietnamese woman, and also in the south Vietnam, some temple. And now I'd like to talk about the workforce of Vietnam. Our employed workforce is about 53.5 million people. In industry sector is 22.7%. In agriculture sector, it's about 48.7%. And in the service sector, it's about 28.6%. About 30% of our laborers is under the age of 30 years old. And rural laborers is 51% of total workforce. And our labor force, they have less creative and system thinking, poor industrial behavior, lack of professional, and also actually we have a problem for the mismatch between supply and demand about quantitative, qualitative, and structure. And some critical issues of the best system in Vietnam. First one is gap between supply and demand, low quality and efficiency. Second one, lack of norm and standards. For example, qualification framework, curriculum, teaching media, quality assurance, measurement and assessment, teaching staff, facility, skill recognition, occupational and skill status. And third one is unable to meet demands increasingly for education training from young people and unemployed employed. Diverse system can't meet demands effectively without forecasting and analyzing training needs short and long term. Transparency, qualification, and education training system structure, qualified personal teaching and manager staff, available source and well-managed curriculum relevant to needs of the world of work, linkage of TVET institution with the industry, adaptively legal framework given more autonomy and accountability, quality assurance. And last one is industry-based standards, soft guidance and counseling. Some lessons of our TVET system. First, education and training need to be relevant, lined up with social economy and the world of work. Second, quality, equity, and efficiency are permanent goals. Third, mobilization of socialist source should be linked with market-oriented laws. Fourth, development policy as united, comprehensive system, but diversified in implementation. The fifth, standardization to increase competitiveness of the workforce produced by TVET system and to integrate into the regional and international economy like ASEAN, APEC. TVET needs to be linked closely with general education, higher education, and workplace to create more flexible opportunity for lifelong learning. The seventh is the development policy need to follow reasons of scientific research in order to forecast and analyze training needs. Some direction of Vietnam TVET system now. Industry-based standard for improving of curriculum, teacher and activities, and occupational management. Shifting to demand drive, labor market, industry, financial mechanism, training context, forecast, workforce demand. Professional development of staff and school manager. Enhancing quality assurance and establishing independent center for accreditation and skill testing towards competency-based education and training. Establishing center for jobs, guidance, and counseling. Strengthening international cooperation in TVET towards ASEAN Economic Community in 2015 and also Asia Pacific Economic Cooperation, APEC. And now we have some new TVET programs. The first national program for skill training for workforce in rural area from 2010 to 2020, which budgets about 1.3 billion US dollar. Second, vocational training programs and jobs creation for youth. Third is program on vocational training and employment for women, people with disabilities. And last one, I would like to talk about some development strategy for workforce development. First, workforce development strategy in the periods of 2011 to 2020 from our government. Plan on workforce development and strategy for education development and also TVET development from 2011 to 2020. And also the policy documents provides basic orientation to develop education system in general and TVET in particular in the next decade. So, thank you very much for your attention, and I hope also for the good cooperation between our country to develop technical and vocational education and training. Thank you very much.